There's a system that I like to teach and a system for you to conquer, okay? Pattern is 2 feet to 2 feet, 2 feet to 1 foot.
Wow, she's right. The amount of people that I see trying to go from a poor 2-foot releve into 1 is a lot. The good news is Kathryn's system plus a couple of my tips are gonna make this so easy. Hey dancers, it's Allie Christensen. I am owner and founder of Align Fitness and Dancer Strong programs. And today I am here to look at some of Kathryn's tips and tricks to help us get from 2 feet onto a single leg releve on point. Trickier than most. One of the things that I love about Kathryn is that she has systems of how to get you from here to there with clear goals and paths in mind. And she is so good at guiding us through this. So let's take a look at her tricks.
So let's talk how to transition from 2 feet to 1 foot in point work. You might be feeling confident doing releves on 2 feet, but how do we actually start being able to do 1 foot? There's a system that I like to teach and a system for you to conquer, okay? Pattern is 2 feet to 2 feet, 2 feet to 1 foot, right? 2 to 1. Whether it's in fifth or in first, then you go 1 to 1. Then you can progress. If 2 to 1 is 2 to 2 is feeling good, progress to 2 to 1. If 2 to 1 is feeling good, then progress 1 to 1.
Wow, she's right. The amount of people that I see trying to go from a poor 2-foot releve into 1 is a lot. The good news is Kathryn's system plus a couple of my tips are gonna make this so easy. And the bonus on top is honestly, you can do these anywhere. In kitchen, you can do it in the line to pick up your kids from school, you can do it while you're washing your hands. They're simple things that can make a big difference in how you get onto your releve on 1 foot. Kathryn was right, going from 2 feet and then to 1 foot is a necessary step for us to take. But for me, it is all about how you do the calf raise, not how many you can do. I see dancers all day long that can do 20 calf raises like this, but ask them to slow down and think of these key points, and that number dramatically drops. I would rather, and I'm sure Kathryn would rather, us do with the slow, steady, consistent, aligned body than pump out the 20 as fast as you possibly can. So here's a couple tips to make your calf raise wonderful, and it will change how you do point work or demi-point work in the studio. First of all, start working in a parallel position. This alignment is gonna be vital for your turnout, and as long as we're engaging and keeping proper alignment through the feet, parallel is the place to start. Next is your speed. I like to go 2 counts up, 3 or 4 counts down. So it looks like this, 1, 2, 1. 2, 3, 4. I know it's a little bit slower, but the control on the way down is where the money is and where the strength is gained. So really go through that spot, don't skip it. Next little mistake we make is a shift in our weight. So when we're going up, we do make a small shift forward, and as we lower down, there's this moment where we almost give up and we shift our weight back into our heels and then shift forward and press up, and then you control and you're like, okay, I'm done, and you shift your weight back. I wanna see that your weight stays centered and just a little bit forward the whole time. So I press up for 2, slowly down, 2, 3, 4. Notice that I did not let my weight shift all the way back into my heels. This will add so much more control and really nice work through the bottom ½ inch of your calf raise. Then we have to think about no momentum. We're all guilty of this. As we start to get tired, it's really easy to shift, shift, and we start to use our body weight to get us up into our calf raise. That's a no-no. Slow it down. Let it be painful. Let it be hard. As long as the work is in your calves and not in your Achilles or in your knees, we're in good shape. Next are my key tips for changing the way your calf raise is gonna happen. So I love, 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 love when we think of pushing the floor away. And I mean that quite literally. If the floor was coming up to eat your feet and your hips, Can you push the floor away with your whole body and feet? Then to counter it, I imagine that there's a weight plate on my head. And I don't want the weight plate to win. I want to push that weight plate away. So what you're going to notice is when you push the floor and push the weight plate, it gives you the pull up that your teachers are asking for. And this is a whole nother video, but the pull up where we just suck our belly in is very misleading. It's not stabilizing. It doesn't actually do a lot to make us stronger. The push the floor in the ceiling gives us a very strong core, a very strong set of muscles, and going up and down this way is gonna be so good for your full body strength and change your releve. Just that one thing will totally change it. If you wanna go for the gold, let's add the last little tip I use. It's my correction instead of pull up. I call it the harness hips. So if you would imagine a trampoline with those harness hanging contraptions for the kids. You know, they put it on and then their little feet like can't touch the trampoline and they really have to get going. And then when they start bouncing, they have this harness that's lifting them and making them jump really high. So I imagine that I have a harness on. It's attached to the ceiling and my legs are almost dangling, reaching for the floor. So now I'm pushing through the floor and reaching to push through the floor. And as I push through the floor up to the top, I feel my harness hips and I keep the harness hips up high as my legs reach for the floor. Then I push the floor to go up, push the ceiling, keep the weight plate, harness hips, pull up as I slowly lower back down. Tie that together with not letting our weight shift back, with the slow count releve up and down, with the weight staying spread through the feet in the best way possible. This will be the hardest calf raise you've ever done. Give me 25 of those, and in my opinion, then you can go onto point, and then we can shift onto one foot. So I want my dancers to be able to do 25 two-legged calf raises before we turn it into one. And before we get to turnout, we're gonna start in parallel. Then if you want to add the last little bang for your buck here, we add a weight in one hand. So you take a heavy weight, something that's challenging, but you can hold in one hand. We bring ourselves into one leg, and then we press up and down with all of the great corrections and thoughts that we just did, nice and slow. The added weight is gonna be really great for your Achilles tendon. It adds a little challenge. It'll bring your number down to start, but you'll gain the strength to raise that number back up. Now, Kathryn said that this exercise we were looking at was to help her dancers get from 1 foot releves on point. But the cool thing is that this stuff is for every dancer. Doesn't matter if you're on point, wanna go on point, or on flat. This is exactly what we need to have the long straight knees, the strong feet, be able to get up into our high releve. And we know that everything in dance is on one leg. We act like first and fifth are so important, but everything we do is actually on one leg. And it only gets harder as we step away from the bar. So working on the single leg releve strength in this way is a game changer. Before you go, I wanna make sure you're getting everything that you possibly can from me. So go through this checklist. Make sure you're following Kathryn here on her YouTube channel. I'm gonna be making a few guest appearances here and I'm really excited about it. I also have my own YouTube and Instagram channel, Align Fitness by Allie, and I have a free gift for you. I want you to go down in the description and click on the link for Dancer Strong programs and go check out the free offerings for you. I specialize in cross-training dancers so that their bodies feel strong, confident, mobile, reduce our risk of injury, and most importantly, changing our technique, because that is what cross-training is about for dancers, being strong and changing our technique. Go down below, check it out, make sure you grab that free gift, and I'll see you back here and on other channels in the future.